So much there is to see, my friend. From the city to the shore, grab a stool, we'll find an end to keep us wanting more. Down under's calling, can't you hear? Echoes in the breeze, feel the magic everywhere, in the rustling of the trees. Mountains rise and rivers flow, adventures wait around. Meet the world on a winding road in every little town. Oh, the land, it seems to me, with a tune as wild as sea, hands up high and voices free. Down under's where I'll be. Down under's calling, can't you hear?
G'day folks, welcome aboard. Nice to have you here. Well, it does say Hump Day Chat with Shaun and Jimmy, and I'll tell you what, unfortunately, we're going to be Jimmy-less tonight or today. Had a chat with Jimmy earlier on, and he's having a bad day today, and so our hearts and love and prayers go out to the guy, wishing him well. And you know what? Good news, we'll keep on trucking, thinking about him as we go through. First of all, let me say good day to some folks. We are streaming on 3 channels tonight. We're streaming on the Down Under Cruises, Helping Hands for Cruising, and also the Astute Tourist. So those of you that are in the Down Under Cruises, hashtag DUC, all lowercase, we'll give you your link. In the Helping Hands for Cruising channel, hashtag HH4C, all in lowercase. And Jimmy, sorry, mate, I don't know what your hashtag is to be able to get you to have people put their link in. But anyway, let's get going. First in the chat, Ross, I've got to do this one. Ross, I've got to do this one for you, mate, because I know.
God damn it, Ross!
There we go. It's Ross on board. I only say that because Ross gave me a shut up, Shaun, right? And I didn't do anything. G'day, John. Welcome aboard, buddy. Nice to have you here. G'day, Cheryl. Welcome aboard. Nice to have you here. Good morning, laying down and watching, listening. Please, that would be awesome. John saying g'day to Cheryl, and also Cheryl saying g'day to John. We've got Travel with Josiane. Nice to have you here. Welcome aboard. Linda, welcome aboard. Nice to have you here. Shaz, nice to see you. And, of course, Ross has gone with the hashtag duck. Well, we'll see what happens when he does that. Oh, there he goes. He's done it. Up comes his link. There you go. And, John, you used my sentiments exactly, because that's exactly what I said to John. Hope you feel better, mate. Hope you to Jimmy, I beg your pardon. Hope you feel better. And of course, good morning's happening around the trap, so that's good. G'day, Ava. Welcome aboard. Nice to have you. Hey, Ava. Was I wrong? Did you have a birthday recently? Did you turn 21 recently? And if you did, happy birthday. Happy 21st. If I was wrong, I do apologize if I'm about like 7 months late, but hey, I got there eventually. John saying g'day. Shaz is saying g'day to John and Linda as well. Look, I'm just going to be, because there's so many channels on board, I'm just going to be flicking up the chat. Anything worth discussing, I will, because just the general chit-chats, the general g'days is not worth mentioning, but any other decent chat out there, I will certainly bring up and have a good old chat. Ross is doing a hashtag pulling a Kovaleski and hashtag Donald Ducklet. Ducking it. Hashtag Donald ducking it. Okay. There you go. G'day, Shaun from Shaz. What do you know? Thank you. It was Doug's birthday not too long ago. Well, happy 25th, Doug. You know, mate, we are going out with these young ladies, and so we need to keep them, or we are married to some of these young ladies, and we need to keep them in a good sense. So there we go. Oh, there we go. Somebody who cares about me. Good morning, night, Shaun. Yeah, way better than Danny was the other day. G'day, Joe. How you going, mate? Joe, I don't know about you, but I absolutely loved that discussion on Deb and Matt's live, especially with Amy and Adrian there in the chat. It was an amazing, and I still think it's still going on right now. That's another bunch of Aussies guys, some Aussie creators. Adrian, the cruise and travel guy, was on Deb and Matt's live stream, as well as Amy from Cruise Crazed Fam. Cruised Fam, always get it wrong. Anyway, they were talking about the new Carnival rewards program and how it basically affects Australia. So we might go into some of that a little later on and see if we can talk about that. Joe has gone with the hashtag duck, and what do you know? There his channel comes up, folks. Link up to Joe's channel. It's awesome. You get to learn all sorts of things on there. Trucks, buses, trains, and whatever else his fantastic mind can get into. Joe says he'll have to finish watching it as he had to duck off. Mate, whenever you feel the need, you can always come back and check us out. Ross is going sup, and John is saying good day to Ross. All right, so everybody has got an opinion. We have an opinion too about the new Carnival rewards. Guys in the chat, who here has actually travelled Carnival? Or rather, what's your favourite Carnival ship? Shaz is saying g'day to Ross, and Ross is saying sup again. So he's changed channels. Awesome. Pick a channel, folks, any which one you like. Hopefully Jimmy's in the background watching and he can comment in the chat as well. Would be nice if he does, especially on his own channel. That'd be awesome. And listening to their opinions and talk, there were some exciting things going on with their chat. Joe's saying a quick short from Monday, 8 meter, 26.25 foot haul truck dump bed. Oh, wow. Well, we better go and check that one out. This is the link to that chat. There we go. So for us, Carnival we've travelled would be the Carnival Horizon. We are booked to go on the Luminosa and also the Adventure. The Adventure's an interesting one for us because that's sort of like gone full circle. We sailed on the Carnival Adventure when it was the Golden Princess. It has since had a couple of reiterations, but looking forward to getting on that ship as well. John saying he was on the Carnival Pride. Ross is saying, okay, he's now since everyone is here. Okay, cool. Where is here, Ross? You talking about the ducks or you talking about any of the others? Ross is saying Carnival Paradise never again. Yeah, that's a shame. I mean, there are people like Chris Klavelski and Liz from Carnival Cruise Addicts. They'll not sail any other cruise line other than Carnival. Hey, each to their own. And I guess that was what was being said on Deb and Matt's channel tonight. Each to their own, because everybody has their own. There we go. Everybody has their own thing that they are looking at. G'day, Denise.
Was los, Denise? Hallo, Denise.
Welcome aboard, Denise. Nice to have you here. Jimmy is in the background having a listen. He's not actually in the chat with me, unfortunately. He's just having a bad day today. But at the end of the day, our prayers go with him, and I know he's going to get better, way better. Ross is saying Jim May's channel. Who's Jim May? Oh, Jimmy. Yeah, I got it now. I'm a bit slow. It is late in the evening, and I am having my caffeine hit, folks. It It's double dosed caffeine. It is a latte with a touch of Kahlua in there. G'day, Marjorie. Welcome aboard. Nice to have you here. And Joe's finally on the correct damn channel. So you're in the ducks. That's good, mate. Bring it up. Bring it up. John is saying g'day to Denise. Josiane is saying g'day to Ross and Shaz and everybody else. Linda is saying g'day to Denise. Joe is saying g'day to Marjorie. In fact, I'm just going to flick these up because everybody's saying g'day to everybody. And I'll tell you what, it's so much easier doing that. Denise, I've got a better way of saying that. This is my way of saying it.
God damn it, Ross!
Yeah, I thought you'd like that. I put it there just for you. There we go. Ross is saying it again. Ross is saying it again.
God damn it, Ross!
There we go. And
Help me! Help me!
there we go. Let's put you in your place, Mr. Ross. Traveling with Josiane says g'day to Denise. Joe, I need to get organised for the inaugural Lithgow International Schnitzel Festival next year. Inaugural? Oh no, inaugural. Awaiting when it will be. Seriously? They're having a Schnitzel Festival? Mate, you better have at least one schnitzel for us. I mean, that would be interesting. Denise, Kahlua. Hey, Denise, are you working? Because if you weren't, you could share in a Kahlua with me. I mean, yeah, but wait a minute. It's 6 a.m. for you, so, or is it 5 a.m.? I don't know. Anyway, g'day's there. G'day, Ryan. Welcome aboard, buddy. Nice to have you here. Glad to see you every time the channel comes on up. Really appreciate your company. Ross, Denise. What's wrong with knees? Leave knees alone. Knees is fine. Joe is saying I was almost going to talk the chat over on Jimmy's chat. Mate, if you do, great. If not, leave it be. It is where it is. We'll see it all anyway. Joe is saying, hey, Ryan, by the way, whenever anybody goes into any one of the chats, please hit the thumbs up. It certainly helps the channel. Not only mine, but also Jimmy's. We want Jimmy to have an extremely good channel. And the better the channel, the better the number of people are giving the thumbs up, the more the algorithm works, as we all know. John says he has sailed. Sailed which? Joe is saying, hey, Ross, even though you are on another channel, yeah. John says he sailed. Okay, I still want to know sailed what. Holy schnitzel. Yeah, you're in the wrong chat, Ross. Holy schnitzel. Anyway, it's 6:12 in South Georgia. Thank you, Shaz. I hope you guys are enjoying your warmth. We have been pretty much in single digits all day. Frickin' freezing. And if we were a little bit more higher up, we would have actually seen the white stuff on the ground. Anyway, Joe is saying Lithgow Council just got $350,000 worth of funding from the New South Wales government for this amazing event. They now are the schnitzel capital of Australia. Oh, wow, that's cool. Denise says she loves Kahlua and Bailey's in coffee. Well, come on, join in. You're not going to work until much later on, so and it'll help you sleep as well. Joe is saying g'day to Shaz. John is saying he sailed the Pride, Legend, and Venezia. Pride is favourite, and he has one more Pride booked. That's awesome. John, have you only sailed on Carnival, or have you sailed on other cruise lines as well? Shaun, about you pulling a Kovaleski? Yeah, no, mate. It is currently single digits. It's currently 9 degrees C, feels like 3. So, yeah, nah. Sorry. Good morning, Shaun from Shaz. At least it's gone. Good morning, Sean. Yeah, which is more than I can say for Danny the other day. Hey, Sharon, welcome to Sean's chat. Yep. And Sharon is saying, hate this close to 100-degree weather. You know what? When you start to get to the 30s and the 40s, and it is 30s and 40s and maybe 20s, you'll start going, I wish we had a couple of days of those hundreds. John is saying that he's only Carnival. Awesome. Looking at others now. So, John, what do you think about the new rewards? You're looking at others. Yeah, we've sailed Princess, we've sailed Carnival, and we're going to be sailing on the Norwegian Encore on the NCL. So, you know what? Give them a try. Give them a look. See what happens. Some people are going on to the Holland America, and they're having a lot more fun. I do think that in the short term, Carnival will take a bit of a hit. I think they need to start thinking seriously, because here's what happens. I mean, you get the average person like myself who might cruise every 2 to 3 years. Means every time you book a cruise, you're starting from scratch again. So, and it's more like closer to the 3 years. So we're all starting from scratch again, and that becomes a hard one. Denise is saying, Linda and I have our lives at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard today. That's cool. Go and check out Linda and Denise at 1 p.m. on their channels. That's 1 p.m. Eastern. Definitely need it. All right, Nightbot, thank you, Nightbot, has gone ahead and put up the Helping Hands for Cruising website, Helping Hands, the number 4, cruising.org. So that's a good channel to go to, because what that does is that gives you all the information about Helping Hands, including the cruises that are coming on board. And I'll hopefully show you a couple of those shortly as we go through the chat. Sharon is saying that it's 98 degrees where she is today. 98 degrees is nice and warm. 98 less 30, that's 68 divided by 2 is 634. That's a fairly warm morning, let me say. Or is that going to be your afternoon? At any rate, it's that's a reasonably warm day. At least you don't get into the over hundreds, which we've experienced here in Melbourne. 45 degrees C. Ross has said he's sailed Royal, NCL, and NCL is the best. Shaz is saying, Sean, I have to agree with you on that. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Joe is saying a friend of his and his wife are currently on holiday in Ireland. His wife is posting some amazing photos from the trip as they go. Well, my son is in the UK. He's in Nottingham, and he's been getting a bit of travel around Europe, and some of the pictures that he's been sending back. Oh my God, I wish I was there. Any rate, Denise, only Carnival here, but MSC and Maridaville at sea have her interest. So does Virgin. Denise, I've got a question. I don't know if you've got to be a virgin to be on a Virgin. No, sorry. Whoops. You've got to be a sailor to be on a Virgin ship. That's it. John is saying, I think Carnival has slapped our faces and don't like it. Don't care that I'm not losing anything. Yeah, I understand that. I mean, the way that you went up or people go up the ladder is, it's the number of cruises that you go on. Now they want to go penny pinching, and it becomes a bit much. Like, for example, and I'm looking at us, right? Our last cruise was, all right, it was March last year, but it was a short one. But our last decent cruise was at least 3 years ago. And when you do that, you go and book for the next one, then what you find is that you lose your status. Well, I mean, status is not the big thing, but you lose the point benefits. So there you go. It's all about how much money you spend. People like People like myself who struggle, we're not going to go into the casino and we're not going to go and spend a shipload of money on all their little bits and pieces. So it is what it is, especially when you're like us, we're budget conscious, and a lot of people are budget conscious. So there you go. Shaz is saying thanks to Joe. Joe is saying that is 3 a.m. tomorrow morning for us, Shaun. Yep, I know. That's why I'm not going to be watching at 3 a.m. Joe's saying 34C. Thanks, mate. I did the calculation just as quick. Joe, you're so helpful, let me say. Denise is going, she only cruises once or twice a year, but is proud of her little gold card. Yeah, and there are some people that don't get the benefit to cruise once or twice a year. There are some people that can only cruise 2 and 3 years apart, like us. Cold spell in Chicago today, 83 degrees. Mate, put your jumper on, stay nice and warm. Seriously. Shaz is saying from about 10 a.m. late evening will be extremely hot. Yep. Donna is saying good day, night, everyone. Need to go to work now. Donna, you have a fantastic day today. Stay nice and cool and relaxed. Denise is a virgin. I thought you'd say that. Because you've never sailed Virgin before, right? So it's going to be your Virgin cruise. You're going to have a blue card. Yay. Joe is saying, hey, Donna, I don't go to work, but my workplace... What? I'd go to work, but my workplace is in a million pieces at the moment. Why is that? What are they doing, Joe? Are they renovating the place? Did you get burnt down or something? Joan says, and will remain in a million pieces for the foreseeable future. Okay, Joe, you need to explain. I am confused, unless I've missed something in the past. John is saying that they started out a year but changed over to every other year and do journeys instead. Oh, that's cool. So you'll actually get on a ship in, say, I'm just using examples, say Miami, go through the Panama Canal and come out the other side. That's a cool trip. You have got to fly down to Down Under, get on board a cruise ship along with Bill Warmstrong, get on a cruise ship and sail back to your side of the pond. Enjoy the Trans-Pacific. I think you'd enjoy it. It would be fun. Ross is saying, just lost power momentarily. That's because you were rude and mentioned the naughty word Kovaleskiing, whatever it is. Joe, maintenance, things need repairing and replacing. Yeah, that is it. How long are they intending to do their maintenance for? You get a 2-week break, don't you, because of it? Does that eat into your annual leave as well? No flying. Why no flying? John, why no flying? If I can come over there for a cruise, you can come down under. Couldn't you? And the good news is fly one way. If you fly one way, that's cool. But why no flying? Curious. All right, let me get this into action. I mean, if I don't get this into action, then I know somebody's going to abuse the bejeebers out of me, the crap out of me. So I better get this done. And you know what? It's saying to me that there's only 156 days to go. So have a look at this, folks. Get on board. Come join us. Yeah, that's going to be one incredible cruise. We're so looking forward to that cruise. It's an opportunity to meet up with some fantastic creators. It's also going to be the inaugural Helping Hands for Cruising rock and roll tribute cruise. So it's going to be absolutely fantastic. Lots of good things happening on there. 2 amazing bands and a go-kart race. So come on board. Check us out. Now, let me say this, John. if you can get to Miami by the 29th of November, you'll be joining us on. You could join us on board the Norwegian Encore. Come and see what we're all getting excited about. I think you will like it. I mean, for once, get a red card, give it a try. Sorry, a blue card, give it a try. Give it a try. If you don't like it, you'll go back to Carnival. If you do like it, you might come over to NCL. They certainly have done some amazing things for us, for the charity. So we're really looking forward to spending a bucket load more time with them. So there we go. Joe is saying that try 4 weeks, that will be paid using his annual leave. He's thankful he now has long service leave as he's been with them for 19 years. Now, wait a minute. You get 4 weeks. So right now you're shut down for 4 weeks. Is that make sense? Is that correct? You don't get annual leave at the end of the year. It's being taken now, which means you guys are going to be working around Christmas, aren't you? Seriously, that's a big thing. Ross, I beat you to it, mate. I already beat you to it. There you go. See? You got to love that lead loading. Yep. It certainly is great. G'day, Cruz Bolero. How are you? Yes, we are broadcasting out on Jimmy's chat. Unfortunately, Jimmy is unwell. He was going to be on the chat with me today, but folks, he has apologized for not being in a good place. So, unfortunately, we wish him well. Well. G'day, Bruce. How you going? Nice to have you here. People saying g'day. You guys need to talk to Bruce if you really want to join us on the rock and roll. It's going to be an amazing cruise. What can I say? Can someone please get some photos of the bands on the rock and roll trivia cruise? Yeah, they were up in the promo. But we'll certainly get some happening. Just for you, Joe. We'll get some happening. Not this show, but we'll certainly get it on next week. I'll do my best. Bruce, great show last night. Yeah, it was a good show. Actually, it's funny, Bruce. You were talking about exactly the same thing that Matt and Deb here in Australia, Matt and Deb and Adrian, the cruise and travel guy, and Amy from Cruise Crazed Fam, were all doing. And they were talking about the Carnival rewards, and not everybody's excited about those rewards, unfortunately. Interestingly enough, listening to what No Pants, what's his name? I never remember his name. No Pants Richard was saying about the different negativities about the new system is amazing. So, yeah, it was a real eye-opener. John is saying he's taken 5 flights and never had a good one. Turbulence, engine stall, drunk passenger, but he did sober up fast afterwards. I'm so glad. Mate, I don't drink on planes. I'll drink coffee, water, tea, whatever, but I will not drink alcohol on board a plane. It's just a craziness I have. Denise is saying g'day to Bolero. Bolero saying ocean to ocean, g'day to ocean travel. People saying g'day. I'm just going to flick up the g'days. By the way, in the Down Under Cruises, if you're in the Down Under Cruises chat, hashtag DUC all lowercase. If you're in the Helping Hands for Cruising chat, hashtag HH4C all lowercase. We'll give your link. We'll bring your link up. People saying g'day to each other, so I'm just bringing up the g'days. Hey, Mr. Bruce, on another channel from Joe. There we go. Prayers for Jimmy, please, everyone. Thank you. The good news is I believe Jimmy could very well be sitting in the back of the chat there, having a listen as we go. He's lurking, so I'm pretty sure that he would be hearing all your kind wishes. To book the Rockall and Roll tribute cruise, send Bruce an email on bruce@ocean2oceantravel.com. Thank you for that. And Bruce is saying g'day, thank you. G'day, Nick, mate. Welcome aboard. Nice to see you. Hey, you got in just as we were about to switch off. Last night on the Helping Hands for Cruising stream. So nice to see you here today. Hey, Nick. Joe is saying he drinks whatever is available on a plane, especially Qantas, as they have happy hour from 4 p.m. to 8 p.m. Yeah, mate, how often do you fly Qantas? And I can tell you now, Mum is up for a 16-hour flight on a Qantas jet. She's going Perth to LHR, which is London. Good morning, Cruise Bolero. Joe's put up the hashtags. Thank you, mate. Really appreciate that. And Nightbot has put up the channel, helpinghands4cruising.org. John is saying actually has not had any alcohol since 1988. Oh, good on you, mate. I'm proud of you. It's if you've been that way inclined and you give up something and you manage it, I'm proud of you. It's hard work, I know. There is always temptation, and the good news is you haven't given into it. So I'm really proud of you. Nick is saying his longest flight he's ever been on was Sydney to Dallas. Don't wish those long flights on anybody. They're a pain in the butt, but everybody has a great day. You know what, Nick? Here's the thing, mate. We don't have a choice. We don't have a choice. We have to get on board these long flights. Where we are on our side of the pond, a short flight is a 4-hour flight. So, yeah. Joe says he always flies Qantas, the only airline to fly with. Well, I beg to differ. But anyway, Joe is saying LHR, London Heathrow. That is correct. Shaz is saying South Georgia has a heat advisory today, 98 to 100 degrees there today. That's hot. Nick is saying the purse to one quite a couple of days ago, got halfway there and had to turn around because of what's going on in the Middle East. That would suck, but it's understandable. Yeah, that was our Qantas 33. That was Qantas 33, yeah. That one was going, where was it going? I don't know where 33 goes. I don't know what its route is. G'day to Shaz, and then people saying g'day and g'day and g'day. Denise, linked to bullcrafting with Linda and Denise. Oh, what's bullcrafting? Are you crafting a bull, or are you talking a lot of bull? I don't know. Anyway, there's the link. Folks, there's the link. Go in and check it out. That is like 3 a.m. for us. That's yours, 7 p.m. or whatever it is. John is saying, for everyone here, CME Travelling has cancelled the show this morning. Oh, what a shame. Nick is saying Perth to London. That is correct. Oh, on that particular flight 33. Why would they have turned around? Oh, maybe because of things that happened in London. I don't know. But, yeah, it's a long flight. That was actually en route from Perth to London. Why would they turn around? That's interesting. Thanks, John, for the heads up. BSing and... Oh, I see. I get it now. I'm fully into it. They got turned around because of the Iran-Israel conflict. Okay. Excuse my ignorance, but they're different sides of the world. Why would LHR be shut down? Because everything was happening on the other side of the world. Anyway, Speaking of planes, we had one come over. Hang on a second. Let me fix this up because it goes on to a little cycle. There we go. Where are we, Joe? I've lost you now. Oh, there we go. Speaking of planes, we had one come into Dubbo today, a Piper PA30 with the Rego Victor Hotel Sierra Echo X-Ray. I apologize for this, Rego, but it was the true Rego of the aircraft. Oh my goodness. I wonder who the person was. Nick, no, the London airport was not shut down. The flight from Perth to London was turned around because it goes through that airspace, the airspace where the aircraft was going. Okay, I get it. In case it would have met up with the B-2 bomber. There we go. Joe, you have to fly over the Middle East to get to London? You're right. You do. You are quite right. But they could have gone the other way. Joe from Brisbane, a young fella from Brisbane. Yeah, okay. They could have gone the other way. But that's cool. It would have been a longer trip. But in certain cases, they would have stopped it. Yeah, okay, I get it. Flying straight over the Middle East. Yeah, well, it is what it is. You see, I don't know it all. Anyway, now I've got to put this one on because Bruce will get upset. I know he will. He'll pull out the whip and he'll say, "You're not taking care of me." But Bruce, let me do this.
The ABCs and You Group Cruise 2026 is the cruise you have been waiting for. Don't miss this opportunity to set sail on the magnificent Carnival Horizon for an epic 8-day sailing from Miami to the beautiful ABC Islands. After 2 amazing sea days, you will arrive at the island of Aruba where you can see the California Lighthouse or just take in the scenery. The next stop is Bonaire with its picturesque pink salt flats and amazing beaches. And then the last port of call is Curacao, where you can take a panoramic island tour or just take in the sights. 2 more sea days wrap up this cruise and you will have plenty of time to hang out at the Pig and Anchor Bar, the Havana Bar, or the Ocean Plaza. There is so much to do on the horizon, and this is why it is a favorite among many. Contact Bruce at Ocean Travel or Felicia at Syrup City Travel today for more details and booking information for this amazing group cruise. We'll see you on board.
I'm wondering how many of you folks have actually been to the ABCs. We've been to A and B, not C. And I guess that'll be a cruise that we'll do eventually, is go and check out Curacao. But we were at, when we were on the Carnival Horizon, we did Amber Cove. Well, that was our finish. We did Aruba, Bonaire, La Romana, and Amber Cove. Bonaire was awesome, gorgeous, absolutely. You've got to see those salt mountains that they create. Shaz is saying with possible severe thunderstorms that she's going to be getting 100 degrees with thunderstorms. OMG. Shaz is saying, thank you, John, for the heads up on CME. Joe is saying apologies for the comment about the rego of the... No, mate, what are you going to apologize for? A plane is... Can you imagine calling that over the airways? Dubbo, this is Victor Hotel, Sierra Echoes X-Ray. Can you imagine? That would be amazing. Ava, thank you for popping in. You have a great day, and I hope you've had a very pleasant evening. Again, hopefully we get to catch more of you later on. Denise is saying goodbye to Ava as well as Shaz. All right, so yeah. So who has done the ABCs? I know Bruce has done a bucket load of cruising. I should say a shipload of cruising. And I was asked to do the Ross asked me to do the Klavelski, and I would say that to do that, I would have to strip too much. And the problem with stripping too much is it's too freaking freezing. It is still sitting on 9 degrees C, so we'll see how that goes. Denise is saying we've never been to the ABCs. Hell, we've never sailed out of Miami or Florida. But I do believe you're going on the ABCs. I do believe. And I think you're going to be taking Jen Cohen with you. I believe. Denise is saying, Bruce, you're all sailing with us in October. I think he is. Joe is saying, beg your pardon, Joe is saying it'd be a call on the common traffic advisory frequency. That is correct. Bruce is saying, thanks for the heads up, John. We kept them up late. Yeah, I know you did. I watched that show. Joe is saying Dubbo traffic, Sierra Echo X-ray coming in for a full stop, Dubbo X-ray. Yep, you are correct, Joe. You've been watching your videos. You don't fly, do you? Yeah, that'd be awesome. Yes, Denise said, Ross. Okay, so now the last cruise, and this one is the one that's happening in December of 26, going into January of 27. Guys, you got to come down and have a look at this one. Those of you that are across the pond, this is an awesome cruise. There are a couple of you that are coming from across the pond, people that I know personally. They'll be enjoying this one. Come check it out. You're Ilana.
You're Shaun.
And together we are the Down Under Cruisers, welcoming you to, what are we doing on New Year's Eve 2026-27?
Funny you should say that. Do you want to know why?
Why?
Oh, you know what? What could be better than party time, New Year's Eve party time, in the middle of the beautiful Pacific Ocean over the Great Barrier Reef.
We're going on a cruise?
We're going on a cruise.
Whoa! Well, let's have a look. Yeah, that's going to be one incredible cruise. I mean, Ilana, I know that Joe is totally beside himself, and as we are too. It's going to be an incredible cruise. You guys got to come down under and check it out. Denise is saying, yeah, it will be good to see you all. Yes, Bruce is on there, as he said. Jen Cohen is going to be on there. There's going to be a whole heap of people on there. Ross is saying registration is now open for the HH4C 125 inaugural race. There it is on the Zephy. guys, you guys have got to get yourself enrolled into that race. It's going to happen while we're on the cruise, and well, you've got to beat me. I know that I've got some really good numbers, and you've got to beat me. See if you can do it, Joe. If you can beat me, you'll be enjoying the cruise. Let me tell you. Joe is saying that he's looking at learning to fly, going to do his recreational pilot's license through someone he knows who lives right in the front of his place. Mate, if you do that, you will have an absolute ball. Ross is saying that, Bruce is saying that it'll be good to see them. And let me see. Okay, so yeah, what can I say? There's a whole heap of good cruises coming out. For anybody who's in the chat right now and you feel that you could do a cruise, you'd like to do a cruise where you host a Helping Hands for Cruising recipient, please put together a 2 to 5 minute video giving us a heads up on why you want to do that. And then it'll go to the board. The board will then check it out and will then approve or disapprove it. If you know of somebody who would benefit, for all you know, there could be a vet, there could be somebody you know who's been hit by life, never had the opportunity to cruise, or they're a disabled person, or they're even the carer of somebody disabled that has never had the opportunity to get onto a cruise ship ever in their lives. Put together a 2 to 5 minute video nominating them, telling us why you think they need to go on board a cruise ship, and we'll certainly have a go at checking it out and putting them on, getting them to have as much fun. So now, if you look at the helpinghandsforcruising.org website, you will see people like Kenneth Oakes, who was our inaugural cruiser, James and Cindy Catchanese, as well as Scott and Amber Hicks, as well as Roxy Yates. If you have a look at them and what they've gone through and how life has been great for them and changed for them, and I think the biggest change has been in Kenny. But if you have a look at those, you will understand just the benefit of what HH4C has done for them. G'day, Amy. How you going? Amy, we spent a bit of the time talking about what you guys were talking about. I actually mentioned Deb and Matt's stream included with you and also Adrian. We also had a bit of a chat about the rewards program. And if you have the opportunity, go back and have a look at Ocean to Ocean Travel's live stream. They did a live stream earlier on today, our time, which was last night, their time. And on there, they had 4 nefarious characters by the name of CME Travel, Ocean to Ocean Travel. Of course, it was only Bruce that was there. Cindy would not be seen in current presence, so I can fully understand. There was also Richard No Pants. I forget Richard's full channel, but Richard from No Pants, Captain No Pants, or whatever it is. So they were there, and they were talking about exactly what you guys were talking about. Although Richard had a very interesting look. A lot of people are not happy. They're not happy, and to some extent, people who are. I mean, we can look at this in a number of ways, but one of the ways is if you've got stock in the Clocky as well. If you've got, excuse me, thank you, Ross. If you've got stock in Carnival, then a lot of people would have been very disappointed because to date they haven't had any dividends paid out. as well as that, they're doing this change to the system, and stockholders are actually not benefiting from the benefit of being a stockholder, as well as their status, etc., etc. So it's an interesting discussion going on there, and to some extent, it affects us. To other extents, Australia wide, we don't. Thank you for that, Bruce. No pants profit. That's right. To some extent, it doesn't affect us as Aussies that greatly. I mean, things like gratuities, we have a legal requirement that you cannot have gratuities added on. What you pay is the final ticket, and that's part of our legal requirements. For example, you guys, when for those of you across the pond, when you go into a store, the price on the shelf is not the price you pay. Whereas in Australia, the price on the shelf is the price you pay, because for you guys across the pond, it's the price on the shelf plus the state tax plus plus your VAT, all that sort of stuff. Australians have to see the price that they are paying on the shelf, so you can't get emptied out of your pockets for no reason at all. So that's it. Amy says they have stock, but just have the stock for OBC. I understand that, but there are people who have had quite a bit. They've received OBC every Carnival, P&O, and Princess Cruise. Yep, that is correct. You would get OBC, but again, OBC is not a dividend. It gives you the benefit while you're on the cruise, but a lot of people who are on board the cruise, who are stockholders, would want to actually recoup some funds from their investment, so to speak. Still, I want to get. I'm waiting for the shares to go down to what they were just post COVID. Then maybe we'll get some. Amy is saying she thinks more of the thing is they have had Carnival for over 50 years, but they've only been here 12 years, so not many years of loyalty. Yeah, that's true. That is so true. I mean, and what's more, we do operate in Aussie dollars, which is a benefit. And the question is, what happens when things expand out to USD? So if we have USD here, that's another thing. Anyway, let's have a look. Shares on dropping to that again. Yeah, I know. I can wish, but I know. I'd have to give up a cruise if I was to buy shares. We do have it lucky here. We do have Carnival. We used to have P&O as well. But then we do have Carnival. Princess are starting to leave a ship here over the entire year, but it's more Carnival. And I'm actually wondering when the Australian carnivals are actually going to be the full-blown Carnival experience. Leave aside the P&O experience and just bring in the full Carnival. I wonder how much that's going to change, if it does change the program. Still, at any rate, we're looking forward to having some good stuff happening, and hopefully the rewards will straighten themselves out. I believe there are a lot of people in the US that are now thinking about whether or not they stay loyal to Carnival. And maybe there might be a bit of a dip, but things will level themselves out again. We'll see how they progress. At the end of the day, folks, we're here to cruise. We're here to have some fun. For us, it's a vacation, right? And to be honest with you, I can't think of any better vacation than jumping on a cruise ship. I mean, think about it. And it is still cheaper than going. I mean, if we wanted to go anywhere, say, for example, we wanted to go to the South Pacific, the cost of airfares, the cost of hotels, the cost of food, the cost of accommodation the cost of entertainment. Here we are. We just get on a cruise. It takes us from a Melbourne port, an Australian port. Here I am thinking Melbourne. Yep. An Australian port, and gets us over to the South Pacific. We spend our 2 weeks and then we come home. Time will tell. Time will tell. Well, folks, thank you all for popping in. I do wish Jimmy the best. I know that he has his days. There are days when he does feel a bit off, and then there are days when he's absolutely fantastic. And I had the opportunity to spend some time chatting with him and his lovely wife, Colleen, and his son, Nick, as well as Ilana, my wife. And we had a fantastic opportunity of having a chat, all of us. And seriously, it's a good thing. He's certainly looking way better. He's no longer he's now in remission, which is the exciting thing. He's now cancer free, as he says. So and every time he goes to Boston, the numbers become better. So we'll see how we go. Jonesy, welcome aboard, buddy. Nice to have you here. Replay for you. Just got in, mate. You're here, but certainly jump onto the replay. Look forward to it. And, mate, we're going to look forward to catching up with you on the Luminosa. Some interesting things have happened. I've got to do some changes, but I'll get those sorted. Ross is saying maybe after all this, other cruise lines might come down to Australia and give you more choice. Well, that's what we're praying for, mate. That's exactly what we're praying for. Joe is saying praying for Jimmy. Talk on Saturday. Yes, mate. Yo, Eddie, you're doing a show today? I'm going to call it quits fairly soon. So, folks, hashtag what? Hashtag ducks the astute tourist. Have a go. Check him out. See what Eddie's got to say. Jonesy's saying yes and yes. Good on you, mate. Folks, with that in mind, wishing you an awesome day for those of you across the pond. Those of you on our side of the pond, wishing you an awesome evening, and take it easy. Be safe. Be happy. We'll see you on the weekend. Catch you later.
Come from the land down under, where the sun is hot and bright, beaches cool and waves of thunder, morning turns to golden night. So much there is to see, my friend, from the city to the shore. Grab a stool, we'll find an end, keep us wanting more. Down under's calling, can't you hear? Echoes in the breeze, feel the magic everywhere, in the rustling of the trees. Mountains rise and rivers flow, adventures wait around, meet the world on a winding road in every little town. Oh, the land, it seems to me, with a tune as wild as sea, hands up high and voices free.